Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special Forza World podcast. The Horizon anniversary update, the 10th anniversary update, has been released.
Yes.
And we want to talk about it.
Absolutely. And you know what? What's interesting to note, too, is we are going to have like a tribute episode.
Oh,
we're going to be doing that.
100%.
And we're going to be doing that when it gets closer to the actual,
10th anniversary.
Yeah, you got her. So
yeah.
This is going to be dedicated to this update that they just put out for Horizon 5.
Yeah. This is dedicated to the update. This isn't dedicated to the 10th anniversary, because that's coming up on the 23rd of October is when that's going to happen. 10th anniversary of Forza World is coming up really quick as well.
Yeah,
because that's January 2023.
Yes, technically everything started late December, but I don't have an exact date, but we just go by the anniversary of the Instagram account, which I think is like January 2nd or something like that. Yeah. So that's crazy. I don't even want to think about that, because that is, I don't know if I should be proud or depressed.
It's an exciting time. 10 years. We've been doing years. Well, 10 years. So anyway, I want to jump right into this anniversary update. As a general consensus, my personal opinion, I like it. I really like how Playground Games have put the time in to make something like this, especially for the anniversary, because let's be honest, they could have shit the bed and just done absolutely nothing, and we wouldn't have been surprised.
Yep, would have been on brand.
Yeah, it would have been. They would have been like, oh, right, we forgot about that. Here's an Instagram post. Yeah, see you later.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, though, is we give Turn 10 a lot of credit because I think they handled motorsport better than Playground handles Horizon.
Oh, way better.
However, I don't think they did a great job at all with Forza Motorsport 4. To my knowledge, they didn't even make a single 10th anniversary post with Forza Motorsport 4.
No.
Which is insane to me, because that was a very important game in motorsport history, or racing motor. What do you call it? Video game motorsport.
With motor, like racing game, sim game, whatever you want to call it.
You think about like Auto Vista. And all the different things it introduced.
It was huge.
Yeah, so it's funny that they didn't do anything, but I'm happy that Playground did something here.
Yes,
and I
think one of the reasons why Turn 10 didn't necessarily do anything is because it was the fourth iteration of the game. Horizon was the first. Like, this was the first step away from that motorsport.
And Turn 10
heritage.
Seems to focus more on the franchise's anniversary rather than individual games.
Exactly, yeah.
That being said, it's still a marquee. It's arguably one of the best Xbox games ever made.
Yes.
So that was a bit odd, but
you know regardless. What? It is what it is. I do want to get into this 10th anniversary. So there were quite a lot of the basic update changes. This bug has been fixed and whatever. But first off, I want to talk about the intro screens. Now, if you haven't checked out the Instagram, week 1 is up there. Week 2 might be up there by the time this goes up. I'm not too sure. Just really, honestly, depends when we can get this edited and out.
Yep.
But the intro screens that you see when you boot up the game have been changed in a way to reflect the game that they're celebrating. So week 1, they're celebrating Horizon 1, and they change the intro screen in a way to remind you of Horizon 1. The scenery is still Mexico. All of the locations that are used in these intro screens are still in Mexico, but they've updated the graphics. They've updated the kind of the camera angles and the shots and the panning and all that stuff to reflect the original Horizon 1 intro screen.
And the contrast is garbage, so it kind of actually looks like Horizon 1, which is funny.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They did a really good job. So a couple notes that I do want to make on these intro screens. One, there were 2 panels that you saw in Horizon 1 that aren't part of this new intro screen. One of them is with the Ferrari 458 Spider in Horizon 1. That's no longer in the introduction screen. I don't understand why. They could have, there's plenty of locations in Horizon 5 that they could have used for that. And if they were updating the cars, like I know in the second shot, the Camaro has been updated to a newer version of the Camaro. There's the 488 or the 488 Pista in the game. There's the F8 Tributo in the game. They could have used an updated version of the 458 to use in this shot, which I think would have fit perfectly.
Right. And so your gripe is basically
why
it wasn't the most accurate they could have been.
It wasn't the most accurate. Second shot that they missed was the one with the Nissan GTR and kind of like the industrial area. That's not in the game, which is weird because the Nissan GTR is in the game as well as the GTR Nismo. And there's, again, plenty of locations that they could have used. So they kind of just, I don't want to say that they got lazy.
It feels that way.
It feels that way because there are places and there are cars that they could have used and they could have shot that they didn't. My third and my biggest gripe with the Horizon 1 intro screen is one of the shots includes a car that is not in the game. And that is the base model of the Pagani Huayra, the first iteration of the Pagani Huayra.
Was that not in Horizon 1?
No, it was in Horizon 1. It's not in Horizon 5.
Oh, it's the other way.
It's the other way around. So the Huayra BC is in Horizon 5.
So how do you think they shot that?
I don't know. They had to update the graphics in some way. So they had to rescan that car.
So I wonder if they rescanned it but don't have the rights to put it in the game.
Probably.
It's probably. Okay. That's interesting to think about. I wonder how many cars they have that could be scanned and they're just waiting, like Alpha comes to mind.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if they've got stuff waiting in the wings.
That they have scanned.
I mean, you can scan whatever you want theoretically, right? Like you could scan my shoe and put it in the game if you wanted to, but you don't have the rights for Adidas stuff.
Exactly.
So that's interesting. That's interesting. I didn't think about that.
They updated certain cars, they left out certain things, and they just completely forgot to. Or maybe they didn't forget. Maybe there's something that we don't know, and I'll give Playground the benefit of the doubt and say maybe they're possibly smarter than we are.
Maybe there's a reason.
Maybe there is a reason.
More money than we do.
They do have more money than we do. And they also
it's a low bar.
They also get to scan a lot of really cool cars.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Porsche London Cars and Coffee was pretty cool. So
fair. Hey, what'd you think of that radio station?
Okay, this is another thing I want to talk about.
Okay,
radio station. So the radio station is staying. That's staying in the game. So
explain to the ladies and gentlemen what this radio station's all about.
Okay, so what's it called again?
I
know you have it.
Name.
Was it Mixtape?
Yes.
Okay, Horizon Mixtape. So Horizon Mixtape is, you guessed it, a mixtape of a bunch of songs from Horizon 1 through 4. Now, obviously, it's a mixtape. They couldn't put every single song from every single radio station on one single radio station to play in Horizon 5 because that would completely take away from all of the other radio stations they have in Horizon 5.
AKA, it would be too good.
It would be too good. Also, there were a lot of songs in I don't want to say every single game, but pretty much every single game that we don't necessarily like to listen to. There's one specific one from Horizon 1 that I know both Jason and I very much don't like. The Bomb Bomb Bomb.
That's in the thing?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not in Horizon Mixtape.
I was going to say, I haven't heard this yet.
No.
Okay.
No. But that's in Horizon 1. And that's a song that we skip very quickly.
Instant. Turn the radio off.
Yes.
Well, actually, fun fact, you can't turn the radio off on Horizon 1 because it just pauses everything. So you do have to just mute your TV for a bit.
Yep. Or you just change to the different radio station and just wait for that song to finish and then go back to go back to the radio station that you actually want to listen to.
It was by Sam and the Womp.
Whoa.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
Look that song up and just
look
try
at
to
the
contain
music
yourself.
video because the music video
I don't even want to know.
trip.
I don't even want to know. If the song's that bad, the music video just has to...
The music video is a trip to go on.
Okay.
So anyway, they did a decent job. What I find interesting is the radio station isn't finished. And what I mean by this is when you log into the game, if you haven't done anything and you listen to the radio station, there's a couple songs that are missing from that radio station.
Okay.
How do you get those songs, you may ask? Accolades. Because that's what Horizon does when you want to unlock things, is you have to complete an accolade. Now, I'm not completely against this because it gives you a reason to do things in the game to unlock songs.
Do they call that progression?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So Horizon, crazy concept is bringing progression back into the game. Unreal, I know. They did release, so there's 4 songs that you can unlock. Each one is unlocked by completing the story for Horizon Origins, which we will get into later.
Yep.
Because I have some words to say about that. But you complete the story for the Horizon 1 Origins, and you get a song from Horizon 1, which is a Skrillex song, which I really like. Horizon 2, 3, and 4, I know there's a Fred V and Graphics song in there. I think there's 2 of them in there that you can unlock, which are very good songs. And then there's another one that I completely forget. I think it was one from Horizon 2. Anyway, I like the way they did it. It brings back some progression. Once you complete that, congratulations, your Horizon Mixtape Radio is done. Did they do the radio station perfect? No, because it's opinionated, and the opinion of what songs I would like in the radio station are going to be different than what you as the listener might want in this Horizon Mixtape Radio
and Jason
station.
As me would
And
like,
Jason as
yes,
you would
sure.
want different songs. So is it going to be perfect for you? Maybe you're that one person who is just like, yes, every single song in this Mixtape Radio is perfect. I love it. This is absolutely unreal. And maybe you're listening and you think this Horizon Mixtape Radio sucks. There isn't a single song that I like from here. Well, you know what? It's a coin toss, because there's some songs that I like. There's some songs that I don't like. But given what it is, I'm happy that they did it. So
yeah,
leave it at that.
That's kind of the key takeaway here is we should all be really happy that I almost get the feeling sometimes that they listen to this damn podcast.
Almost.
Because this is a major complaint we've had, that the music stinks.
Yes.
It is so underwhelming in this latest game. Like, I mean, the fact there wasn't salsa blows my mind out the back of my head. It makes, I would love an all 1950s salsa channel.
Yep.
I would have 3 Coronas every single time there's a song on. So anyways, just to review this, because I do have the list open here.
Okay,
the unlockable song, I'll just go through the whole list.
Cool.
But the unlockable song specifically, Language by Porter Robinson. So that's your Horizon 1 opening song.
Yes.
I mean, that's a classic. It's a great one. Levels, I hate saying it's a classic. That is depressing.
You're
Levels,
really aging yourself.
Skrillex mix. I mean,
That's such a sick
also
song.
a classic. Very good. Show Me a Sign comes included. Another unlockable one is Slipstream by Metric. For me, that's an song. Aaron is giving a nod.
I give it a nod because it was a good song in Horizon 2. Like, because that was a Horizon 2 song.
Yeah.
If the time was right and the car was right and the lighting was right, you could have a lot of fun to that song.
Yes.
But
sometimes
it
it felt out of place. Exactly, for sure. So that's one of those songs, at least just compared to what I'm seeing on this list.
Yep.
Nocturne by Kino, which is the Forza Horizon 2 start screen.
Yep.
For me, I fell asleep a lot of times while the main screen was on, so I'm kind of over that song, but it's still good.
It is a good
still
song.
Mems. 3, that is the Forza Horizon 3 start screen. It's called Ingrid is a Hybrid by Dusky. I could not for the life of you... Oh, actually, no. I can hear that song in my head right now.
Yes,
because
you
I'm a
can.
crazy person.
Yep.
That's a great song.
It is a good song. It's very underrated. It's a very underrated song.
It's not a bombing down backroad song, but I'll take it. Other songs that are on there, Aura by Camo and Crooked, that is a good song. Bored to Death by Blink-182, I would say that is a stinky song. Aaron likes it, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's giving me a nod.
I like it mainly because...
Those last 2, by the way, come included. They're not unlocked.
Yeah, so the thing with that Blink-182 song, that's the quote-unquote new Blink-182 that a lot of people don't necessarily like, but the fact that it's Blink-182 I like because I've been a Blink-182 fan for a while. So the fact that it's even in a Forza game makes me happy. And that's why I'm like,
Yeah, that's true.
right.
That's true. Okay. Get It Right by The Offspring.
That's a good one.
Yep, I'll take that.
Yep.
Tied to You by The Knox. I couldn't even begin to tell you what that song sounds like. I'll take it, whatever. That's from Horizon 3. The last one, which you do have to unlock, Constellations, the FH3 VIP mix by Fred B and Graphics. Holy cow, the amount of times I played this in my song the past summer.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's a great song.
I know.
So look forward to these. Like, these unlockable songs, these are worth it. Like, these are, these are songs that me and Aaron are putting on anyways when we're playing the game.
Oh, yeah.
Just on like a Bluetooth speaker through the TV.
100%.
Horizon 4, A Moment Apart. So that's the start screen for
Odessa.
Horizon 4.
Yeah.
Odessa, whatever. I'll go with
what? When it comes to that song, the start screen for Horizon 4 kind of ruined it for me. But if you put that song on and you're cruising,
Yes.
you're either cruising down a back road, or you're cruising down a coast road or whatever, like wherever you are in the world, if you're just cruising and the sun's going down, you throw that song on, it is unreal.
Yes, I'll give you that. The other two, Fly by Marshmello. That song makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah.
And Dawnbreaker by Metric, which is pretty good.
It is a pretty good one.
And in my opinion, this is an unlockable song, okay? I would say this is the best song that's ever been in a Forza game. Sunrise by Fred V and Graphics.
Yes.
It's a 10-minute banger. It was never formally released by any record label. You can't download it. You can't find it. You have to literally rip this thing off of YouTube or Reddit.
Yep.
Or straight out of the game. It is incredible.
It is a
DM us if you want this. I can send you the
song.
file because I was one of the people who ripped it off of Reddit. And it's so good. It's the single best driving song I've ever heard in my life. There's technically 4 parts to it.
Yep.
It was made specifically for Forza. So these two guys collaborated on this song, made it for Microsoft Studios, and Microsoft never released it because Microsoft things. It's a banger. It's the ultimate Forza song. It should be in every game. It's that good.
Yeah.
And that's saying something because levels and language are like
absolute
really
bangers.
good songs. And like chances are, if you're listening to this, you know those two songs and how good those two songs are. If you can't picture Sunrise, look it up. One more time. Sunrise, Fred V, Graphics. Holy shit.
Unreal.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Like, yeah. You need to have that song on your phone. It needs to be in the game. I'm glad it's in the game. And it only makes sense that a lot of these good ones you kind of unlock. So it seems like the theme is all the start screen songs you got to unlock. So I'm glad they put it in. That's good stuff.
I am really glad they put them in. So
now what did you think? I'm going to cut you off here.
Yes.
I do want to know what you thought of the midnight battles making a bit of a return here. Like, I mean, the concept is kind of, it's like a one-on-one the street race, right?
Yeah, the concept
it's similar.
I really like. The problem I have with the midnight battles is because it's basically a pink slip race.
Yeah. Is it a pink slip race every time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the first time you do it. So if you do it 16 times, you're not going to get 16 of these cars.
Okay.
But if you do a midnight battle, you get the opponent's car if you win. So you're like, sick, this is great. But every single car is already in the game. And because we're so far into Horizon 5...
We're probably a year into the life cycle of this game.
We're a year into the life cycle. Odds are you already have these 4 cars in your garage.
Right.
So what I would have liked to have seen is these midnight battle cars be new exclusive cars to win in the midnight battles. Or even just, cars that they brought back. Because that's another thing I want to go over is the cars. And the cars that they are bringing back into this update. But the Midnight Battle cars aren't new to Horizon 5.
Which seems stupid. That seems like such a waste.
It is
bringing
waste,
in
100%.
that kind of a feature and that kind of a game mode, and then not having an actual incentive. Like they should have more things like win 10 in a row. You win 10 in a row, you get like, I don't know, what's a themed, like Corvette C6 Grand Sport.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Boom.
Or like a lot of these cars that they're touting, which we'll get into later, like, I don't know, something unique. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Because it is a really good point. We're a year into this game.
S65
If you're still
AMG
playing
Black
right,
Series.
Yes,
That would have been a great one.
Really good, actually, because it's not a game breaker.
No.
But it's, we had a lot of DMs from people thinking that we're the official account, asking for the S65. We probably get one message a day.
At least.
Saying, please add at Mercedes S65, favorite car.
Yes.
Every day.
Like, well, we're not the actual official page.
I
so
agree,
it doesn't
100%.
matter.
Every time we agree with these guys.
Oh, yeah. And
So
if you're listening and you see on our Instagram page about all the people that are saying you need to add this car to the game, we can't do anything. Like we cannot physically add these cars to the game.
do you have any idea how good this game would be if we had any sort of influence on what's in it?
Influence on
Oh
this
my
game,
God.
it would be one of the best games ever.
Yeah, it'd be one of the best selling games of all time.
Yeah. So yeah, as much as we love the comments, we can't do anything. So don't go attacking us. Go to Forza Horizon
I don't
official.
think we just get inundated. We don't necessarily get attacked.
Yeah.
I would say that's much more. But it is a good point. It's a great game mode.
It is.
It just seems like this is a bit of a foible here.
It is. They could have done it a lot better.
So this is kind of the playground we're used to.
Yes,
where it's like, the right idea, the wrong execution.
You tried, but
Yes.
you could have. If you tried a little bit harder, you could have made it.
I just feel like
better.
that's a game mode that's going to die very quickly. Right?
Oh my
I feel
God,
like you
yeah.
put so much effort into that, and then nobody's going to play it because there really is an incentive to do it.
No,
You know?
you're going to do it once. You're going to get a car, and they're going to be like, "All right,
Like,
cool,
what was the point of that?
Now what?"
Yeah, I know. It's a bit of a shame.
Yeah. I do want to dive into the origin story.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So the very first mission that you do in the origin story, you drive the AMG 1 from somewhere to the Horizon Festival.
Right.
To get 3 stars, it is kind of tricky. It took me a couple tries, but it is possible. What you're doing in this Horizon origin story is you, as your character in Horizon 5, you are driving around Scott Tyler, Scotty T, the man, the myth, the legend, who has been through every single Horizon game.
The voice of Horizon.
The voice of Horizon. He's literally the voice of Horizon. If you have not seen if you live under a rock and you haven't seen any of the promo stuff for Horizon 1, then you might not know who Scott Tyler is.
Yeah, well, he's, to my knowledge, it is the only voice actor that's been in every game.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, he's the sole guy. So there's a chance you've stumbled upon this slippery fish.
Oh, most likely.
Yes.
Slippery fish.
Yes.
So anyway, so you're driving Scott Tyler around with this Horizon origin story. So you start in the AMG 1, then the next one you do the Viper because that's Horizon 1, then you do the Huracan, which is Horizon 2, then you do the Centenario, so and so and so. There's no linearity through the Horizon story or origin story. So first off, you get to unlock these songs, and then once you complete all of these origin stories, then you get the Viper Anniversary Edition, which we're going to go over later on. You get these songs, but there's no continuity with the story. So you get a very good sense of that in this story. You're not the person who you played as in Horizon 1. You, as your character in Horizon 5, weren't even at Horizon Colorado. You weren't even there. You weren't even at Horizon Europe. You weren't in Nice. You weren't in France. You weren't in Italy.
So you were telling me about this.
Yes.
And we were talking about this the other day, and I didn't catch this detail. But what you're basically getting at is, from Horizon 4 to 5, I mean, that's confirmed. You're the same character, right?
Yeah.
And then in the first game, you're very clearly a different character than the second and the third.
Yeah.
And there's never really been any concrete evidence to suggest that you are or you are not the same person in Horizon 1, 2, and 3. I personally always just assumed you sort of were, kind of. I never really thought about it too much. It just felt so different.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is the Horizon story actually details that all 3 of those people are different. And you are the same person in 4 and 5.
Correct.
So that is now concrete proof from Forza.
So the person that you played as in 1, 2, and 3 completely different people.
Which is insane that's confirmed.
Completely different people.
Yeah.
So in Horizon 1, you start as a nobody. If you haven't played it, we're just going to kind of go through
I'm going to interrupt
story.
quick too.
Okay, sure.
For a franchise that almost refuses to have any kind of character development, it's insane that they just completely acknowledged the character history over the course of 10 years. They made effort for one game to do any kind of character development.
Yep.
And now 10 years later,
they're like, sorry, we forgot to do that.
Yeah, sorry, we're going to fill you guys in a little bit. So that's either a sign of things to come, or it's just the most odd mention in passing that they didn't even really consider. I don't know. It's just such a weird detail. Yeah,
it made me so sad playing playing this origin story because you play the Horizon 1 and he's just like, oh yeah, I wish I was there. That was really cool, but I was a fetus, and you're just like, whoa, okay, a little bit too much, too much knowledge. Yeah, but Scott Tyler's like, oh yeah, Horizon 1 was great. You missed out on so much. I remember this person. I remember this person. I remember this person. And he names off pretty much every single character in Horizon 1. And then Horizon, you do the Horizon 2 story, and your character's like, "Oh, what was Europe like? Oh, that sounded really fun." And he's just like, "Oh man, Europe was great. We got to do all these road trips. Like all these showcases were incredible. We raced trains, we raced planes. Like it was awesome. Like that, we like the whole trip was great." And you're like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then you do the Horizon 3 one. You're like, "Oh, what was Australia like? That sounded really cool." And he's like, "Oh yeah, Australia was great. Like we were all about the fans. We're like." Everything was awesome. We were all about the fans. We're not about the fans now. You can just basically do whatever you want. And you're like, did you just basically confirm that the games now aren't about the fans?
Yeah. That's odd too. Over like a voice actor is basically who's relaying that information.
Yep.
Like that's really odd. Like if you're listening to that, really stop and think about what that is. And if you haven't played the game or like this little Horizon story, go play that because it's like that's weird.
It opens.
Why is a game acknowledging a flaw? Like, are they aware of it and they're doing that, or are they just really that oblivious?
I don't know.
It's weird though.
I would hope it's the first. I would hope they're aware of this and they're trying to acknowledge it, but
it's a really weird way to do it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's the latter.
No, me either, because it's such an odd way to do it.
Yeah.
But it almost does seem a bit aware because they're doing this, right? Like they are doing this whole celebration for this game. Yep. There's a lot of really small details, and especially with the music and little things like that, they're clearly starting to listen a little bit more. So it's just weird, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a really weird thing.
And, okay, cool. You're the same characters you were in Horizon 4, but what did you do to deserve the title of someone in Horizon 4?
Well, now we start getting into the nuanced sort of issues that we have with the Horizon games. What the hell did you do from Horizon 2 to now to be considered a champion?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what the process was. Vroom, vroom cars, vroom, vroom cars. Okay, now you're the champion of this multi-million-dollar festival, and you got, like, it goes back into character development, and that's another story for another day, but... and just general story.
Yeah.
But it is true. It's like, I don't even remember all those different sort of things, like the progression. I sort of remember the progression from Horizon 2. I have no idea how the hell you move up through Horizon 3 and 4.
Well, Horizon...
I guess through 5.
I can't remember how you do it in Horizon 4 because it was...
It was a useless game.
It was useless.
It was a useless game.
So, but in Horizon 3, you'd basically do some races and they'd be like, wow, these... festival sites are getting pretty full. We should probably make another one. You're like, all right, cool. I can choose between this location or this location. You're like, all right, I'm going to go in the desert because this is Australia. And then you're like, great, now we have another festival. And then you do some more races and they're like, whoa, these festival sites are getting pretty full. We should make another one. And then you just do the same thing over and over again. And then you're like, wow, we're at max capacity. Guess we can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, considering this is an open world game, they seem to get restricted awful easy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a bit bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it just has undertones of, like, European settlers. Like, we need another village. Like, all right, okay. They just keep doing it over and over. Yeah. Anyways, okay, so there's a lot of weird issues that we have with the story. It's good and it's bad at the same time, and it's also weird.
It is weird.
I mean, there's some Easter eggs I've heard. Also, a couple of Easter eggs with like the what do you call it? The little bonus boards.
Yeah. So
I thought that was cool having Dak's stupid face on the side of the bonus boards.
Oh my god, it's great. So
it's good to be back.
Yeah, there's bonus boards. So with each week, they're adding a different kind of location to the game. So right now, if you go to the Copper Canyon, Red Rock, haha, nice little nod there.
True. That's good.
That's why they did it. If you go there, there's a little stage and there's a little bit of a background that you can park your car on and take pictures, and that's one of the things that you need to do for the festival playlist. Is take a picture of the 2013 Viper at this festival stage. There are, I believe, 10 of the new, like I say new, but like the old Dax Garage bonus boards that are hidden around that area. You smash all 10, you get some points to the festival playlist, which is really cool. It's cool that they're adding bonus boards. I don't like how if you don't smash all of them, you don't get points because you're like, hey, you know what? I don't want to smash all of these because it's a nostalgia thing.
Yep.
But yeah, you smash them, you get some points. Congratulations. It gets you closer to winning one of the new exclusive
And
cards.
once those are broken, they're gone. They're not
gone.
available as a prop or anything like that.
You can add them into a prop in Event Lab because they're adding a whole bunch of stuff in Event Lab.
And is that one of them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so
bonus,
this will be around full time technically.
Technically,
okay.
Yes.
Just not available like organically in the game.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
So all of the Event Lab stuff that you guys, all the super creative people who want to make stuff in Event Lab,
that's not me.
You can make basically whatever you want. And the Horizon 1 props are going to be there. The Horizon 2, 3, and 4 props are going to be there. So you can basically make a festival look however the hell you want it to look. You can make it look like a Horizon 1 festival if you really wanted to, which is pretty cool. I want to get in week 2, 3, and 4, they're going to be doing things for the festival sites for Horizon 2, 3, and 4. So that's just kind of how they're doing things. Week 1 is Horizon 1.
Going out with a bang.
Yeah.
If they were smart, they would have done it the other way around.
They would have done it the other way around. They would have started with 4,
get it out of the
3,
way.
2, 1. Yep. Yeah. And then if they finished off with 1, oh man, that would have been so sick.
Can you imagine we go through all this nostalgia and then, you're playing all these great games. You got Horizon 1, you know what I mean? All like the pure nostalgia.
Yep.
Horizon 2, a lot of people's favorite game, big graphics update that we work on, a bit of a departure from the last game. Very interesting game. Mm-hmm. Horizon 3, still a lot of people's favorite. A lot to do, less on the story, but still you're
in Australia. It's a huge map.
The way that, like the map and the car list and everything, like it was an impressive game in that sense.
Yep.
And then you have Horizon 4, which is just the equivalent to stepping in some dog poo and just not realizing it for a couple days, and you leave your shoes in the sunroom.
Yep. And
that is the equivalent.
And it stinks. And then you accidentally lay your jacket over your shoes, and then you wear your jacket, and you're like, why does my jacket smell like shit?
Yes. That's what, yes. That's a little specific, but yes. I mean, after 4 weeks of leaving these shoes out in the sun, we have to play that throwback. Oh my God. I'm not looking forward to that. That's just such a womp womp.
It is.
You know what I mean? After all that time,
it is
the Sam and the Womp. God damn it!
But
what do you even throw back to? A Senna?
You can't.
Sweet. That's a throwback.
Throwback
wow.
Senna.
Miserable physics.
4 years ago.
I don't know what else. Yeah, 4 years. That's true. But I don't even know. Rain, overcast. We're throwing it back to Horizon 4 with some severe overcast for the duration of the week.
Yeah,
that's it. Just drive around in an MG.
Perfect. It's not going to work.
And just experience very weird physics on gravel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You're going to go to drive around in the MG and it's not going to work. And you're like, typical British sports car.
Didn't it have sound issues too? Or was that Horizon 3?
No, they had sound issues.
Was that when it would get stuck?
And it would just go,
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe they can bring that back. It'd be fun.
Yeah. No,
it wouldn't.
No,
I'm kidding. I'll swan dive off the bridge before I play Horizon 4 anytime soon.
Yes.
Anyways. Okay. So I mean, we've covered a lot.
We have. I want to get into the cars because the cars, it's the festival playlist thing. That's how you unlock the cars.
I think that's really the last thing. Yeah. Like there's a couple little things here and there, but that's
basically it.
The big matzo ball here is the cars.
So it's the 10th anniversary of Horizon. Horizon has been around for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they give us, I want to say...
I got the list here.
Yeah, so, I know what they are. Don't you worry. They give us 5 cars. They give us 5 new cars. One of them is the Viper GTS Anniversary Edition. So it's not a Forza Edition, it's an Anniversary Edition.
Notably the only Anniversary Edition car.
It is the only Anniversary Edition car. So, little side note on this. I wish they would have had 4 Anniversary Edition cars, one being the Viper, one being the Huracan, one being the Centenario, one being the Senna, because it's the cover cars. Why do you just have one Anniversary Edition when you are celebrating the anniversary of 4 games?
And you got 5 cars coming out.
And you have 5 cars coming out.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. You only have 5 cars coming out. This is a 10th year anniversary, and you have 5 cars coming out.
Yes. It's very odd.
It is very odd. So... The 4 exclusive cars, and I say exclusive because they're just the cars through the festival playlist that you have to do some stupid events and some, jump off a cliff and get some points and whatever it is.
Are these cars already available? Do they have any special liveries?
So these aren't special cars. The anniversary edition is just a yellow and black Viper. It has Forza edition on the wheels. It has a yellow and gold license plate, and it has a Horizon 10th anniversary banner over the front windshield.
So can you buy these other 4 cars? Like right now,
No.
can I go? Okay.
No. You can only unlock them through the festival playlist. So you can only unlock them by doing the events in the festival playlist.
Right.
So the PR stunts, the races, the promo stuff, the rival stuff, that's how you have to unlock these cars. The first one that you unlock this first week is the Ferrari 599XX. Which I like. I think that's a really good car to bring back, simply because that's the Darius Flint car. That's the car that you race against at the very end of Horizon 1. That's the car that you have been chasing throughout the entirety of Horizon 1. I like that car. There's a reason for that car being in the game. It brings back memories. It brings back nostalgia. It is something you chased. It is something you aspired to. I'm okay with it being in the game. Second one that you're going to unlock is going to be the Koenigsegg Agera.
Yeah, we're shrugging. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was in the Need for Speed movie.
It was in the Need for Speed movie. It was in Horizon 2. It was...
I don't think it did anything. Like, it wasn't anything... showcase car?
Maybe
no.
It was a showcase car?
I don't think so. That'd be a really good showcase car. I can't see it being that. Yeah, I don't know. Like a collective shrug. I don't get that one. That's weird.
The Aston Martin 177.
That's the only one that kind of makes sense.
It kind of makes sense.
I get it. So we were talking about this one.
Car.
Yes, it was. So it was a showcase car in Horizon 1.
Yep.
It was kind of a big deal when they had it in the game too.
Yep.
And I mean, we were just talking about it too. I'm 99% sure that it was a car that was used in the cat and mouse game mode for Horizon 1. I'm pretty sure. Because it would have been an S class, I want to say.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess.
I'm not disappointed by it.
That one I'll take. The 599 makes sense too. That was the Darius Flint car. It probably should have been the Darius Flint car, the Viper, and then the other cover cars.
Yep.
That probably would have made the most sense.
That would have made the most sense.
But did we talk about the Speedster? Eagle Speedster?
No, not yet. That's the 4th one.
Yeah. I scratched my head on that one too. I don't really get that.
Now, I do want to make a note. Every single one of these cars, the 599XX, the Koenigsegg Agera, the Aston 177, and the Eagle Speedster, all 4 of these cars were in Horizon 1. If that's what they're going for and they're trying to bring nostalgia back from Horizon 1, there were so many other cars that they could have brought back.
It's about 18 O's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a big, long, so many other cars.
Now, I was a huge speed trap guy.
Okay.
And as you know, and as a couple of our friends know, I was the king of the speed traps.
You were.
You were Horizon
on top
1.
Of the leaderboards for quite a few of the speed traps.
Yeah, so for over half of the speed traps in Horizon 1, I was first overall for a very long time.
Yep.
And
until people started glitching the game and they're like, look at my C-Class car.
And then I became the first legitimate time that was on the board that wasn't in the about 600 miles an hour kind of zone. So, I mean, there was a couple cars that have a good place in my heart. And one of them was the Koenigsegg. Do you know what I'm going to say?
CCXR.
Correct.
Yeah.
That was a speed trap juggernaut in Horizon 1.
It was. And if you know what, if you're bringing back a Koenigsegg, bring back that one.
Yes. That is the one to bring back, man. That was a great car. The Ferrari F50 GT.
F50 GT.
Like, it's been in a lot of games, but that was a very special speed trap car. It was a very good online car. Pagani Zonda R was very useful in a lot of speed trap, speed zones.
It's still in the game, which is nice.
The EB110.
Yep, still in the game.
Still in the game, obviously. But, I mean, it's just like, well, these other cars were too. So then let's pick some games that have some significance. Yeah. Or some cars that have some significance.
So there's one specifically that I can think of that has a lot of significance that has not been in a Forza game since Horizon 1.
Okay.
Do you know what car that is?
There's a couple.
It's Italian.
Italian.
It's green.
Green.
From 2006. The Lamborghini Miura concept.
Oh, lime green.
Oh,
yes. So the Miura concept.
The Miura concept.
That is one of my favorite cars I've ever... Like that was a regular. And we made a post about this, actually.
A year ago.
Yes. So we were celebrating that during the Motorsport 4 10th anniversary, which was this time last year. And I mean, that was a regular car for me. That was, in the rotation. Loved it.
I have the highest skill, like the car that I have the highest skill score in Horizon 1 is in the Miura concept.
Really?
Yeah.
Aventador J, but who's shocked for myself? Yeah. Now, yes, it is a wicked car. It looks sick. It sounds sick. The wheelbase is kind of short. So you can whip that thing around. It was comfortable driving. It was comfortable in tracks. You could kind of modify it a little bit. So it was really, kind of tight off-road and stuff like that. It was a nice little rally thing if you need. Anyways.
Yep. Miura concept. That would have been a great car to bring back.
My God. And the ones I mentioned earlier are cars that are kind of like realistic. I get the Miura. It's a concept car. You might have to, ray tracing, blah, blah, blah. Fine.
Yeah.
But come on. That's a good idea. The amount of people that complain about the Mercedes S65, ML63 AMG, the SUV.
That would have been a great one.
Hideous looking car, but still very cool.
Yep.
I got a list for you, though.
You have a list.
And I'm going to see if the listeners at home and yourself know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure I will. Because I am a Horizon nerd.
Ferrari Dino 246 GT.
Yes, I would make love to that car.
Ferrari Fiesta Z-Tech S.
The Ferrari Fiesta Z-Tech S?
Ford, sorry.
Yes.
I need another drink.
Yes, that one was a traffic car, though. We couldn't actually... Oh, no. In Horizon 1, it wasn't.
Honda CRX SIR.
Yeah, the CRX was a legend of a car. I like that
Lotus Elan Sprint. Mazda MX-5 Superlight.
Superlight, I like
Mini
that.
Mini John Cooper Works Coupe.
The Superlight was a unicorn car.
These are all unicorn
cars.
are
all unicorn cars.
And the Celine S5S Raptor. Those were all unicorn cars. Why not bring back a couple of unicorn cars, man? That is the coolest thing they could have done with all of that.
That is, yep.
That right there, we always talk about, the Horizon games have kind of got to a spot where... Man, I don't know, why bring back like a slower car? Because it's like you got a lot of really sick fast cars and you're missing all these sick fast cars. Like I'd probably rather have the Miura concept than a John Cooper Works. However, unicorn cars. Oh my God. That is something I would work towards, to have the OG unicorn cars. Bring that concept back, by the way. But that would have made a lot more sense. I think people would have been a lot happier versus an Eagle Speedster, which makes no fucking sense. The Koenigsegg Jera, I hate to say it, I'd rather have a couple other Koenigsegg's over that.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I just don't... Like, I really like that car.
It's a really nice car.
Like, that's high on my all-time list.
CCXR.
I know, but it's like, at a certain point, like, playability in the game with that kind of performance index...
But I don't even care.
I'm just saying, I don't care. I don't think about the Agera.
It's the same thing with the Agera. Like Agera, you have the 1-to-1, you have the Agera RS... in the game.
Yeah, you have
the Regera.
I'd rather have the Regera.
You have the Jesko.
Rather have the Jesko.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like I would rather have all of those cars. But if you said, instead of the Agera, you're bringing back the CCXR, I would have that just for the nostalgia.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I don't care about the performance.
It's such a vague car, and you can't really think about the performance aspects and stuff like that. The 177 is cool, but it's just going to get buried as well. Like, it doesn't have enough nostalgia in it.
No.
And if it doesn't have enough nostalgia in it, it needs to have some sort of playability from a performance standpoint, and it really doesn't. And that's the same thing as the Agera. Like, it's still a fast car, don't get me wrong, but there's probably 25 other cars that are just as fast or faster.
So here's a good swap out for the 177. What about the V12 Zagato Vilda Est?
Yeah, beautiful car.
Beautiful car. You throw a massive wing on the back.
But what are those Porsches? The Roughs?
Do
that.
Yep.
Roof. Do those. The old ones or the new ones. I don't really care. Those would be sweet too. And they were fast.
They are fast.
That green one was fast. I forget what it was, but it was fast.
RT8.
It was probably like a 2011-ish Porsche.
RTR8? Something like that. It was the 997 body style.
It was like, I would describe that as juicy.
Yes.
The point here is there's a laundry list. And you know what? I do want to post some cars that didn't get any love here.
Yeah.
I do want to post some that didn't get any of that, but that's an odd list. To review, 177, 599, Agera, Eagle Speedster, And I mean, the only one that actually makes any sense, an anniversary edition Dodge Viper, which was a little bit of a letdown, to be honest with you.
I mean, the body kit, you know, it's a body kit.
I mean, we know Forza livery guy. We know he was probably the one who did the livery elements for that car because he does all or most of Forza stuff, right? Shout out his old username, Filthy Piehole. Good stuff. I mean, that was boring, man. Like, I don't know. They could have done like a reverse edition or like something. I don't know.
There were so many things that they could have done, but they didn't. Yeah. And, you know,
it feels like a bit of a slam. Like, it feels like this was the area that was probably the least amount of effort required to really nail it.
Yeah.
And they didn't. The music and getting music rights for old games from games 10 years ago seems like a pain in the ass, frankly.
And they did it.
And they did it.
They did it.
But then you pick an Eagle Speedster and a fucking 177. And really? Like,
if you're going,
you're that close.
If you're going to Koenigsegg to ask for the rights to put the Agera back in the game, can you just say, hey, you know what? I know we wanted the Agera. Instead, can we have one of your CCXRs just because, you know, that was in Horizon 1 and that thing was sick?
Yeah.
Do you really think Christian von Koenigsegg's going to say, you know what? No, I would rather you have the CC850 in the game?
Listen, this is my comparison for the day, okay? And then I'm done talking about this because it's actually making me mad. This is the equivalent of going to Mexico.
Yep.
Okay? You go to Mexico, you fly down there. Okay, let's say you're from Europe. Even better. You're from Europe, pick a country, and you fly to Mexico.
Yep.
Get a great hotel. Beautiful hotel.
5 stars.
You sit down, you know, you arrive at about, you know, 6:30, perfect dinner time. Sun's just starting to go down. The ambience is great. There's a nice haze in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting down at a nice patio with one of your buddies or your significant other or something. They come to take your order. You get a water and a burger. Really? You're not going to have a tequila or a Tecate or something like that, and you're not going to get tacos, you're not going to get a burrito, you're not going to get an enchilada, you're not going to get a chimichanga. You're getting a burger with cheese. This lineup is a burger with cheese.
It is a burger with cheese. That's
what
a very good
the
word.
Hell? You go through all that effort, and that's what you're getting, and you're getting a water and a Caesar salad.
Yep.
Give me a break, man. It honestly started to fire me up as I've thought about this more because I haven't really processed what that list was.
Yeah,
and it shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, burger with cheese. God damn it, man. So I don't know. I mean, let's really wrap this up here. So I'm saying, all things considered, there's some good, there's some bad. Yeah. Tunes are great. Midnight Battles was a great idea, poorly executed.
Yep.
I think the little props thing that they've added,
I like that. I really
that's
do.
nice. The car list is obviously a bit of a joke.
Again, the Horizon origin story.
Yeah, and the story is
great idea.
Good and weird.
It is good and weird. It's if you haven't played it, please play through it. It doesn't matter if you get 3 stars on all of it. You're going to get the songs and the car anyway.
Yeah, just by going through it.
Just by going through it.
It's worth it. Definitely play it. It's good nostalgia at the very least. I mean, it's something. I mean, what's your rating on this? Out of 10? It's hard to say. I know it is hard to say.
Honestly, out of 10, I'm in the low 6s. Like
low 6s.
I'm like
I was going to say 6.6.
I was going to say 6.3, 6.2, 6.3. Like I'm disappointed. I'm happy that they did it. I really am, because they obviously put in effort, but that's why that's why I'm going to rate it so low, is because they put in effort, but they didn't.
I'm gonna raise you a potential kind of scenario here.
Okay.
I think what's happening is you're getting people who don't actually know anything about the game and are just employed by Playground Games trying to do a nostalgia sort of thing, and they've only been with the company for a year, maybe 2 years. I really think you're getting people in here that don't have proper direction and don't understand the little things of, you know, what was significant and what wasn't. I think they're looking at this through, like, if you
rose tinted glasses.
I just think you're coming at this with no prior historical significance.
Yeah.
you don't have anybody from the original teams, it doesn't feel like, or you're just like, oh yeah, like the Viper was cool, like fucking like.
And
what?
you know what? If that's the case, fine. But if that's the case, if you have an entire team of people working on this that have no idea what it was like to play Horizon 1, Horizon 2, Horizon 3 when those first came out, ask the community.
Yeah, and you know what?
The community is huge.
And they need what my point is consultants here.
Yeah.
They need to consult with people more, and you can do it privately. You're right, you can do it publicly too. You can put some stuff out. I get how that kind of spoils the surprise, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I mean, they need to be
point,
reaching out to people for some NDAs or something like that and just ask them what they think. And you don't have to take everything, right? Like, I'm not going to claim that every idea we've had is brilliant. Most of them are. But I mean,
not everyone is.
Come on, right. But my point really is, and I'm sure you agree. I just don't think the people who are executing these ideas really understand what mattered and what didn't. The car list shows it, right? They did a great job with the video.
Yeah,
but that's easy. You just go back and you look at the old intro footage, and it's like, okay, we'll just copy this. That's easy. That's just you have no idea what the significance of each shot is. That's why they missed those other two. They just might have thought like, oh, we can't really find a location that matches it, whatever.
Yeah.
But they might not have understood that people, aka psychos like us, are going to understand, oh, that car is different. Oh, this car is missing.
Yeah.
So that's the feeling I get. That's the feeling I get is, hey, we need to do something. Let's do it. You guys, figure this out. And then they do it and they think they did a good job. And it's like, fellas, come on.
Talk to people.
That's it. I really talk to us, talk to anybody, talk to Air 12. Air 12 is still good for something.
Oh yeah.
Like you can talk to him.
Yeah.
There's like any of these guys who were OGs who played this game, literally anybody as a kid. Anybody as a kid.
Yeah.
Would have told you that car list was junk.
Oh God, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You ask anyone who has played all of these games in a lineage and you say, hey, we have an idea about coming out with the 10th anniversary update. What do you think about these 4 cars? Ha 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 ha. That
or you give a list of 15 and you vote on it.
Yeah.
And the top 5 make it.
There you go.
That'd be cool too.
Done.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I know it causes issues with rights and whatnot, but I mean, juke the stats. I don't care.
Well, and if that's the case, just reach out to the companies and say, hey, we want to put some of these cars in the game, but we want to make
it's like we were talking earlier. You can source and make those cars. You just can't publish them.
Yeah.
So just make them, and then let people vote on them.
Yep.
And then preemptively say, hey, we're thinking about this.
Exactly.
But, I mean, nothing's stopping you from making it. You just can't publish it, right?
Yeah.
So, like I'm sure, by the way, they have every single Alfa Romeo made right now.
Oh, I guarantee it.
I'm sure they're all made. Yeah. And I'm sure they're just waiting to get through those talks. So, anyways, if you enjoyed the pack, I mean, sorry, we always seem to complain on this damn show, but it's what we do. It's what needs to be done.
It is what needs to be done.
We're doing the Lord's work, I think. And I don't know. It was...
We're going to come knocking on your doors.
Yes.
Like Jehovah's Witnesses.
With anything that we say on this show, I mean, we hope you're enjoying the game. Like, at the bottom line, we hope you enjoy the franchise and whatnot as much as we do and much as we have over the past 10 years, which I hate saying out loud. That is scary.
It is.
But, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's another example of it. It could have been better. Good, not great. That's how I would describe it.
It is a good way to put it.
So, but I'm happy they did something. I was horrifically disappointed when they didn't do anything for Motorsport 4. That was obviously a different team.
Yeah.
But, you can't have it all. So, I don't know.
Let us know what you think. Honestly, like, hop into the DMs on Instagram, hop into the comments on Instagram.
Yeah, we're gonna have a couple posts. We're gonna post some of these cars that maybe got forgotten about a little bit here. I'm gonna name one more. I'm just gonna like mic drop this. I won't actually drop it because I don't want to break it. But
okay,
Apollo Gumpert Enraged.
Oh,
what a car! Look it up. Google it. Go on your phone right now. I don't care if you're driving. Do it. Okay? If you're on the highway, if you're sitting in traffic, I don't care. Go on your phone. Gumpert Apollo Enraged. Okay? Wow, man. A matte gray and black gloss mix of a car.
Yeah.
With those red and yellow neon accents.
Oh, man.
Interior and exterior.
Lights. Do you remember the lights on
lights
that thing?
On it, man. Yes. Oh. Yes. We have not seen an Apollo, a Gumpert Apollo
since
in
Horizon
a very, very long time. Yeah, in 10 years. So
wow.
That would be something. That would have been something to put in. A significant car. And I get it. I get that it's hard to get rights for a car or a brand that doesn't exist anymore, but Apollo, a brand, exists.
Apollo
and Forza's got a pretty damn good relationship with them. As you recall, a certain unreleased Forza Motorsport already has the Apollos in them.
Yeah.
So,
and that
what
was
does that
pretty
tell
much the entirety of their
the whole teaser
release.
Trailer thing.
Yeah, it was just 16 Apollo IEs racing on Laguna Seca.
Yes, exactly. So, man, I don't know. I just, we'll put out a list. That's definitely going to be on the front of said list. We got a lot of posts coming. So comment, let us know what you think. If you're one of the people who always hassles us about the Mercedes S65, continue to hassle us.
Please.
And then we'll just keep passing along the screenshots and whatever to the regular pages, and they'll continue to R-bomb us.
Yep.
But I mean,
if we get lucky, they R-bomb us. Majority of the time, they just ignore us completely.
That's true. If the Forza spies are listening to us, as we think they might be sometimes, slide in ye old DMs. That's all I have to say to you.
And if any of the YouTube channels out there that make Forza videos are listening, because one of the things that I've noticed is a couple of the podcasts that we've done, we mentioned something, and about 2.5 weeks after we release it, I watch a YouTube video from one or two YouTube channels, and they talk about exactly what we talk about in the podcast. So
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
No.
Don't say anything.
That's fine.
It needs to be talked about. The
And you know
things
what?
we talk about
fine.
need to be talked about.
They do need to be talked about. So if you know what, if you want to take our ideas and not give us any credit, that's fine. Go for it. Sure, we don't care. But the ideas are getting out there and people are noticing it, and that's what matters.
Yes. And at the very least, which is the more likely scenario, we're not the only people that feel this way.
No, we're not.
We're not crazy.
No.
This is something that everybody's thinking about.
A lot of people think of.
Yeah. I can see that being the case too, I would say. But yeah, I don't know, man. Anyway, 6.6. It gets a 6.6 from me.
6.6.
Play it, enjoy it. You know, it's not every day you get something like this. It is still a significant anniversary pack. This is the first kind of anniversary anything we've had in Forza Horizon. So
yeah.
It's still exciting times. It's still good that we got it.
It is.
So, anyways, that'll do it. That'll do it for this special edition episode.
Special anniversary episode.
Anniversary episode. Yes. We'll have another one coming about, just our general sort of show. We'll go back to regular programming.
We'll go back to the regular nonsense.
And then we're also going to have another anniversary episode just dedicated to the original game.
Yeah.
Where it's pure positive vibes. No comparisons.
Nope.
Not talking about new games.
Pure nostalgia.
We're only talking about Horizon 1.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about anything else right now.
No.
It's the 10th anniversary.
Yep.
We'll talk about that one. We can talk about the other games, except for Horizon 4, when it's their 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
So we still got a ways to go for Horizon 2.
We do have a ways to go for
Horizon
Horizon 2.
More years for that. So anyways, well, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed our ranting, our nonsense, our complaints. Until next time, this has been episode something.
Episode
special
something.
edition.
Special edition, anniversary edition
Yes.
of the Forza World podcast.